I established a company 13 years ago in Auckland, and we moved to Tauranga nearly 5 years ago. Our largest customer is Zespri, and we certainly could see that the advantages of being closer to our key customer were outstanding, and it certainly has transpired to work very, very successfully. We're able to have operational meetings at the drop of a hat here in Tauranga, being so close. We're close to the port. The whole environment has been just so exciting for us as a company. Personally, I love Tauranga because I can run a successful business. I can have great relationships with commercial people and yet enjoy the lifestyle that many in the world, or in New Zealand even, would envy. If you're looking for the best place to live and the best place for business, Tauranga is the place. There's nothing that you can't do here that you can do in any other part of New Zealand. Everything is accessible. If you want to do business in a very professional area, this is it.
We chose New Zealand because it's the cleanest place in the world to manufacture pet foods, and we're excited about showcasing the benefits of New Zealand-made products around the world. We have been manufacturing in Te Puke for a number of years now. We started off with a very basic and a very small pilot plant to test our business model and our business case. And over the years, we found that doing business in Te Puke and in New Zealand was something we wanted to continue to do and invest in. So just recently, we've upgraded our plant to become the largest dry extruded pet food plant in the whole of New Zealand. We're excited about being able to increase our production capacity, increase our production efficiencies, and our vision for this plant is to become the world's most productive, efficient and reliable pet food plant. Well, we have been shown tremendous support and encouragement by both the Singapore Embassy, New Zealand Embassy in Singapore, as well as Priority One, as well as Asia New Zealand Foundation, who have spent so much time and effort in supporting us and giving us encouragement to continue to invest here in New Zealand, and that's an important factor for us in deciding which countries we should continue investing our resources in.
It all started in 2001 after a cyclone went through the northern islands of Tonga, Vava'u. My father was doing some aid work up there, rebuilding schools and houses, and he formed a wonderful relationship with the chief of the village, and he offered them the use of some land, and vanilla was the crop that was decided on. At the time, I was working in accounting and Garth was in IT, and we were sort of moonlighting after hours selling vanilla to restaurants and things. And then as we saw potential in the business and decided that, we did have a viable business case, I left my role in accounting and started working in the business full-time, and Garth was part-time. So I was looking into sales and marketing, and Garth was more product development and R&D. And then we sort of began building on the networks that we'd already established in the area. There's a really supportive organisation, the Food Bay of Plenty, which is run by Priority One, and so we joined that and made lots of great contacts through that, really, and that sort of set us on our way. Well, it provided a great source of contacts. Initially, our first step was food technology, and for a small company that's a very expensive resource. And at the time there was food technologists from Zespri within the Food Bay of Plenty, and they provided us with a contact at Massey University to set us on our way. So without that network, it would have been really hard, and it sort of just shortcutted what we had to do, really. I don't think we would have done what we've achieved in the Bay of Plenty if we'd still been in Auckland, because of the supportive business environment and networks. For people moving into the region and establishing businesses here, I think it's really important to form networks and alliances with people that are in a similar industry. There's a lot of successful professional people that have moved here from out of the region, and they have a lot of skills, and it's a very supportive environment. People are willing to share their experiences and stories to assist you. So, that's a great thing, because it's a very supportive environment. I don't think you get that in larger centres.
Our business was established in 2008. We began by starting off with a new range that we went out to sell to wholesalers, and then it was produced and it came out into the market in 2009. We find that locally here in the Bay we have a great network of creative minds, of creative culture, other businesses that we can network with and bounce ideas off. And I definitely love to look for other businesses to network with, to share ideas, to share the load essentially. Often I'll be talking to either friends in business or new people who have started business, and there's just different little pockets of information that are just valuable in terms of my own business development, so that's been excellent. The Bay is an amazing place to live in terms of lifestyle, so from a business and personal perspective that is the biggest pull. It's a great place to live, it's a great lifestyle, it's great to raise a family, and it's great for an international business to be able to go, to come back and to know that you've got a nice beach, mountain lifestyle to come home to.
When we bought this business, it was a one-man band operation being run out of a shed or a garage, and we liked the products, we liked the idea of working together, Nicola and I. Since the business sort of got operational in 2008, we've pretty much doubled the revenue each year thereafter for the last 4 years, and that's just domestically. We are active members of the Chamber of Commerce, Export New Zealand, New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, Priority One. We were fortunate enough to be very involved in the Westpac Awards that the Chamber run a couple of years back. We were fortunate enough to win an award and were finalists in another one, which led to so many other opportunities for us. It was the Chamber through the Westpac Awards that introduced us to Export New Zealand, and the research that they, together with New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, have done for us is really the platform from which we believe we can export. If we got into one department store in Japan, which we're very close to doing, we've doubled our customer base. So it's hugely challenging, obviously, but it can be massively rewarding.
I came into the business in 2003. I'd been working in West Africa prior to that, and it seemed an excellent opportunity to come back to the Bay of Plenty and work here. And a wonderful place to raise a family, I thought, and so it's proved. Yeah. The key thing I've found in the Bay of Plenty is there's absolutely fabulous support networks here. I came back here as a broken down mining engineer with a bunch of kids with strange accents looking to set up a business, and I found there was helpful person and institution, one after the other, who without doubt shaped my business and helped put me on the right path, and told me on a number of occasions, Andy, you're a complete idiot, stop doing that. And I think that that's a unique part that we have in the Bay of Plenty that no one else in the country has. We cooperate as business units here. I've absolutely fabulous friends from within the business community who I look at as mentors and peers, and that's our cooperative approach to that is without doubt the best thing we have here. Yeah, you start up here with the advantage of an uncongested, much lower cost structure to work with access to more settled, higher value employees. It really does work out better for you from that point of view. Auckland is a lot of hustle and a lot of people moving on. Tauranga has got absolutely fabulous facilities and schools, and it's got a wonderful lifestyle. It really does have it all over Auckland. I used to live there.